Greetings everyone, welcome to the channel. We are the Lion Gaming crew, and in this special Season 27 showcase video, we're going to be showcasing the brand new stat modded 20k Paragon free seasonal save file. Man, I'm sorry, that was so much information to take in right off the bat though. But yeah, we're going to be showcasing this stat modded save because it is a little bit different from any of the saves we have published here on the channel before. So if you are looking for this save, it is available now on PlayStation consoles. All you need to do is hit that link in the description, sign up for Discord if you're not already a member, and you will find it in the file downloads channel on our Discord. Now note, this is currently only version 1.0 of this save, so some items may be missing from the save, and those will be added with the future updates to the save. Now all of this is being prepped up for Season 28, so that's why it's being released so late into Season 27, but all of these saves that are making and publishing towards the end of this season will all be available in Season 28. So I'm sorry that was so much information right off the bat. Sorry such a long intro, but without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right on with one of these characters and kind of showcase what this save is going to be all about if you choose to re-sign it and try it out for yourself. So it is a pretty cool save. It is based off of the hybrid 20k Paragon variant, the new updated version 2.2, so we'll have all of those updated items. But how you want to rock this, it's a little bit different than when you normally would use a save, because you can't equip all items because you don't want to lose these cool visuals, right? Now note, these visuals are only on version 1.0. I'll probably change them around a little bit. I just kind of wanted to try some new things just to see how it would look. So I'm probably going to update the visuals here with a future update to make them look more unique. And so that way that, you know, they're not the same on every single character, because we did use the Wanderer promo for all of the base gear. So it's going to like the head, the shoulders, the chest, the boots, etc., etc. It's all from the Wanderer promo, which I don't believe you can get it in game still. I believe that was for like a limited time event or something like that. But yeah, it does look pretty cool. All of them do have visuals. For instance, this one has, I believe, light or holy on the helm, and then it has fireworks on the shoulder. It has the blue bubbles on the offhand, and I believe it's also that light there on the main hand. So they're all going to be different visual effects. And how you want to rock this, like I said earlier, is we're going to just go in here and we're just going to pull out an amulet so we can use, so we can get some damage, because you are going to be able to do damage since this is stat modded, but you definitely want to use an amulet that is going to provide you, like for instance this temple one right here. It's pretty good, but I think we want to rock Unity, because this specific amulet right here is going to give you a bunch of stuff, and you guys have probably already seen the video for this, but it's giving you a bunch of ethereal affixes, as well as every single sanctified affix on one piece of gear. So we're going to use this Unity amulet, and we're gonna combine that with the belief ring set, because this actually works. So we'll go ahead and equip the Unity amulet with the first belief ring and the second belief ring, and then we're gonna throw on the origin belt, and we're also going to rock the origin bracers. Now actually no, let's put the nemesis bracers on, so shrine and pylons will spawn an enemy champion. But you don't want to equip anything else, because as soon as you equip these like shoulders for instance, it's going to take that visual layer off. If you don't care about the visuals, then you can of course equip any of these pieces of gear, but if you do want to keep the visual layers applied, then make sure to only equip the amulet, bracers, rings, and belt. Those are the only things you can equip, and you'll still be able to keep the awesome visuals. So let's kind of get this character built up a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and we'll rock some Greater Rift level 150s so I can show you guys how cool this is, man. I really like this. The stat modded saves, I'm sorry it took me forever to build one. I kind of just wanted to show that you don't really need a stat modded save with the gear that we provide, because the gear is extremely potent. And stat mods, yes, they are fun to play with. I'm not gonna lie, I've been having a blast playing with the stat mod here to kind of, you know, just get ready for this video. But I mean, like, you really don't need it. I mean, it's nice to have, but like, it's also not necessary. I mean, like, you're gonna see here when we get into the video, when we get into the gameplay portion, that a lot of these stat modded characters are gonna be a little bit slower than the actual gear we provide, and that's just because, you know, you're not getting the main weapons. Obviously, you know, if you want to go ahead and remove the visual layers, you can equip the main weapons. You can use the ethereals and whatnot, and you'll attack a little bit faster. But you know, you'll see here in a minute when we get into the gameplay portion. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of turn the sound down a little bit. Sorry, this is a brand new save, so gotta crank this down so I don't deafen you guys with the audio. So yeah, without any further ado, let's just go ahead and rock a GR level 150. So for this build, we're obviously just rocking, you know, like I said, the Unity Amulet, the Belief Rings, and the Origin belt there. So go ahead and rock. We don't have a follower with us. You can use a follower if you want to. It's not really necessary though. And then after we get out of this Greater Rift level 150, we will go ahead and showcase the rest of the characters. We're not going to pop in with them. We'll just kind of show the visuals, and that'll be kind of the end of the video here. So you notice we are doing a lot of damage. The only thing that I kind of don't like about the stat modded stuff is, even though we have a gold health pickup radius of, like, I believe it's 100 yards, with the stat mod, since there's already gold health pickup radius on the stat mod itself, you kind of have to get a little bit closer to those globes to pick them up. So make sure you don't just blow past, especially if you're rocking like with the monk or like the demon hunter, you know, you're going super duper fast. Just make sure you kind of slow down a little bit so you can hit those globes, otherwise you'll just go right past them and you won't be able to pick them up, and that'll slow your times down, obviously. So you can note here we are going a lot slower than with the gear on, and that's just because, you know, we don't technically have any weapons equipped, so our attack speed is it's up there. I'll show the detailed stats after this rift. It is up there, but it's not going to be as fast as, you know, if you have a full set of gear. So that's why I said earlier, you know, if you don't really care about the visuals and you just want to play, you know, with a fully stat modded account and, you know, have gear on to make it even more overpowered, then by all means go ahead and do that. I mean, nothing's going to be stopping you. Just note that you won't have those cool visuals anymore, because as soon as you equip that gear, those visuals will be removed. So I am going to plan on updating those visuals as well. I want to make it look as cool as I possibly can, you know what I mean, because I like visuals, man. I think that they're really cool, and there's something that you can't obtain naturally in the game, so that just makes it a little bit cooler, in my opinion. You know, like that's kind of like why I love playing with mods, is because you can get a bunch of stuff that you can't normally achieve in the physical game of Diablo, like with these visuals. And you can't get that. I mean, it's just not possible. So that's why I love it so much. And I think Urshi is gonna spawn in. Yeah, she is gonna spawn in right in the middle of all that stuff, but we can still talk to her, so that's dope. Let's go ahead and pick up this gem. Bane of the Powerful. It's always Bane of the Powerful, man. Every single time. I've been like reloading the save a bunch of times because I wanted to make sure everything was gonna work for this video. But yeah, it's pretty cool though. No, our wings and our pet's still there, but our wings did get removed. That's like a bug I've been having. I tried to equip the Diablo 4 pre-order bonus wings and pets on all of the characters. I believe the pet will be removed as soon as we leave the game as well. So here we're gonna go into the detailed stats so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about here. So yeah, it's obviously insane. I mean, negative stats. I mean, look at that damage. I mean, that's such a big number. I don't even know how to pronounce that number. I'm not even gonna try. But as you guys can see, these stats are heavily modified, and the attacks per second is super low, and that's why I said, you know, if you don't really care about the visuals, go ahead and throw a weapon on there, because all of our weapons use the base of the professional Russian fast sword. Will give you 5 attacks per second, so that'll help you have a little bit more increased attack speed. Now notice your attack speed increase is already set at 100%, which isn't bad at all. Critical hit damage is obviously those negative values. It might look like, holy crap, dude, why is it negative? That's bad, we don't want negative stats. Negative stats is actually higher than the normal stats, so having a negative stat is just as good as having a normal stat, which is nice. Our resistances are obviously all at 100% with an insane value. I think it's, you know, just crazy. Damage reduction's negative 0%, so you're not going to ever take any damage. Other than that, though, life is super high in that negative value range as well, which is pretty awesome. Life per hit's also a negative value. The bonus to gold/glow radius set for 209 yards. That's why I said it's a little bugged right now, because our gear already comes with 100 yards, so it would have been set for 109 yards originally, but when you put those rings on, it's going to bump you up to 209 yards. Maximum spirit super high at 1,299, with a spirit cost reduction of 105%, so you're never ever going to run out of resource, which is awesome. Other than that, though, gold find, that's just off the gear. Magic find's off the gear. And a bonus experience per kill, we don't have any of that. So that was the monk right there. I'm just kind of showcasing everything, going over the damage values, and kind of take a look at the visuals. So now we will go ahead and we'll just kind of go into each character so I can show the visuals, and then we'll wrap the video. So we're going to pop in with each one of these characters. Sorry it's going to take a little bit longer to load in with each one of these, but I do want to show how cool some of these look. So right here we got another set of visuals. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Got a phone call. All right, so that was the barbarian with the visuals, and notice the wings and pets are getting de-equipped when we load into the game. You do still have them in your stash, so if you want to use the Diablo 4 pre-order bonus wings and stuff like that, they are right here. So you can equip them. They are still bugged though. On the Satyr, we got the Stefan's Heavy Lance for the weapons. We got lightning on the helm. I believe it's fire on both the weapons, and yeah, I think the helm also has light or holy, which is pretty cool. Moving on down into the Demon Hunter, this one's pretty cool. A lot of these weapons I'm probably going to change out, like I said earlier in the video, with the armor as well, because I think they do look cool. Like the Wonder promo looks pretty awesome, but I want it to be more unique, you know what I mean? I want each character to have its own like flavor, if that makes any sense. So in the offhand, I believe we have gosh, I think it's one of the developer armor bows, like maybe the professional Russian fast crossbow pistol. And then the offhand, we have, I believe it's another one of those developer. I think it's the Shadow Clone fast crossbow pistol. For the shoulders, we have blood. For the helmet's fireworks. The main hand is lightning, and the offhand, I believe it's blood as well, because it looks like blood dripping down there, so that's pretty cool. Actually, no, it's poison. My bad, it's poison. So as you guys will see when we pop in with each one of these characters, a lot of these visuals are going to be enhanced when you join in-game. They'll still be there right when you open up the save. They'll still be on there, but it just looks so much cooler when you pop in the game and actually press the pause button to inspect the character. So main hand and offhand are both the Shadow Clone one-handed scythes, which is a piece of developer armor. On the helm, we have the blood visual. On the shoulders, we have poison. On the main hand, I believe it's the lightning. And the offhand, we have the fireworks visual layer, which is super, super cool. Moving on down into the Witch Doctor. Now, this is probably one of my favorite ones because it just looks so cool. I don't know. I love it. I love it. So, main hand, we have the staff, the Shadow Clone staff, which is in the developer armor. And the offhand, we have the developer Shadow Clone Mojo. And for the helm, we have fireworks. For the shoulder, we have blood. For the main hand and offhand, I both believe those are poison. So looking pretty cool. I really tried to make these visuals kind of go with each one of the characters and kind of with the character theme. You know how each character has kind of like their own theme. Like for Barbarian, you know, they're like blood or like, you know, fire and stuff like that. For the wizard, this one's pretty cool. We got arcane for the main hand. For the offhand, we have frost. For the helm, we have holy, and for the shoulders, we have fireworks. And in the main hand, I believe it's that developer staff, and in the offhand, it's the winter's flurry, which I thought looked pretty cool for the wizard. I don't know, I think the winter flurry just looks awesome. I don't know. I love the way that orb looks. It just looks super cool. So these are going to be different. Each one is going to have its own individual visuals. The armor is going to stay the same, but the weapons are going to be different, as well as the visual effects. So on the helm on this one, we have fireworks. Shoulders is going to be blood. Main hand is going to be fire. And offhand is going to be frost, which I think the fire and frost just looks so cool together. The main hand is the ethereal grandfather sword, and the offhand is the doombringer sword. So those combined, I think, just look super cool. I love them on your back, too. Like, one of them is just hanging there off to the side, and the other one's kind of slung over the back, you know. Just looking pretty dope. Moving on down into the Crusader. This one is going to be the same. The Stefan's Heavy Lance for the main weapon and offhand, so we'll just go ahead and pop in with the Demon Hunter here. This one is a little bit bugged. I made a oopsie when I did this character. So as soon as you spawn in, the main weapon is going to get removed. But the main weapon was the Shadow Clone developer weapon, which is the recurve bow. The offhand, we have the ethereal cosmetic, which is the Wind Force bow. On the shoulders, we have the blue bubbles. On the helm, we have the blood effect. And then the offhand, we have that fire effect, which I think looks pretty cool together. Moving on down now into the monk sets hardcore. This one has different visuals than the regular monk for softcore. This one is going to have the dual shadow clone diabos, and both of them are going to have fireworks, as well as the helm is going to be fireworks, and the shoulders is going to be light or holy. They both kind of look similar. And moving on down into the necro sets, this one is going to have again those dual shadow clone developer weapons, which is the shadow clone one-handed scythe with the main hand having blood applied, the offhand having the blue bubbles, the shoulder and the helm are both going to have poison. So I think those look pretty cool together. Definitely, actually shoulders are blood, sorry. Poison is on the helm. I get some of these confused because they kind of blend together, and I tried to make it look like that, you know, where like they what's the word? They mesh together to look cool. Okay, for the witch doctor, we got fire on the main hand. For the offhand, we have, it looks like fireworks. I can't tell. The fireworks is definitely on the shoulders and blood on the helm. And both weapons are the ceremonial knives shadow clone developer weapon. So I think that looks pretty cool. A lot of these you can't get in, even in the game, which is what I tried to use for most of these weapons. I wanted them to be unique and just look, you know, give you that wow factor as soon as you load in with the save. So here's kind of funky. For the offhand, I believe it's the professional Russian fast wand, I believe, for the main hand. For the offhand, we have the Oculus. I know it looks kind of weird because the wizard really isn't meant to have an offhand weapon, so it's kind of just hanging off the side there. But for the helm and both the offhand is going to be fireworks. For the shoulders, it's going to be lightning. And for the main weapon, it's going to be arcane. So those are all of the different characters, and all of them are going to be fully stat modded. And you do have 3 characters you can build if you wanted to make non-stat modded characters. You can do that as well. So I hope you all enjoyed, man. If you did, definitely let me know, drop it a like. And then, like I said earlier in the video, I will be providing updates to this save. I'm gearing up for the release of Season 28. All of these will be available when Season 28 drops, the day of Season 28's release. So be expecting a bunch of saves here on the channel. If that sounds interesting for you, the best way to stay up to date with all of this information is definitely a subscription. It's absolutely free. It doesn't cost you anything, and it'll make sure you stay up to date with all of the gear releases, save releases, and anything else Diablo related. So again, thank you all for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, I really, really appreciate your support, and I hope to catch you all in a future video coming out soon. Stay safe, stay happy, and last but not least, stay gaming. Lion Gaming Crew, signing out.